What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 24 online CFM game. We are now in week 16 of the 2025 season here in the Premier Madden League. Our Los Angeles Rams are coming off of the comeback of the season last week as we were down 21-0 to the Indianapolis Colts, and we were able to rally and ultimately win that game with a last-second touchdown. That propels us to an 8-6 record as we get ready to take on the 5-9 Carolina Panthers. Rain is in the forecast at Bank of America Stadium, and that's going to make this game extra treacherous because both teams are turning to their respective backup quarterbacks for this one. Of course, for our Rams, we know the story. Jalen Henderson is still on the shelf for one more week, so we go to Tyree Jackson again. For the Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young is actually suspended for today's game, so they're going to give the pigskin to their backup, KJ Jefferson, and we'll see who can manage the treacherous conditions with the number 2 string quarterback better. Here we are at Bank of America Stadium. The talking is over. It is time to play football. The Rams look to continue their playoff push as we are underway, and the Rams will be getting the opening kickoff. Ashton Jeanty electing to take it. Got some good blocking towards the sideline. Jeanty propelled free past midfield. Ashton Jeanty pushed out of bounds all the way to the 39-yard line, and in a game like this, field position could be very important. We have great field position to start this one off. Here's Gibson. The run game could also be vital as Antonio Gibson looks to build off of what has been a good second half of the season whenever he's healthy. That, of course, is the big caveat with most of our Rams roster is Tyree Jackson with the step up. He runs for the first down, a gain of 6 yards. Tyree handles the bat snap. Man wide open and in. Kirko, bang! Easy money with a short field on the opening drive of the game. Kirk Merritt cashes it in from 15 yards away. Kicking conditions will not be easy, and you saw Chase McLaughlin nearly miss his first kick all year, PAT or field goal. Almost went wide left, thankfully good for the 7-0 lead as Brew McCoy takes the kickoff to the 22-yard line. Braylon Allen figures to be a big part of today's game. The superstar running back out of Wisconsin, he's going to be a problem. One of the most powerful, one of the heaviest running backs in the league. He'll be one tough customer to tackle. Oh, that's a good open field tackle by Kobe Durant, bringing up a 3rd down and 10. Out the shotgun, it's a run for Braylon Allen, who runs over Devon Jackson and gets the first down. That was a humbling experience for Devon Jackson, who is on his way to winning Defensive Rookie of the Year and perhaps Defensive Player of the Year as well, as Byron Young gets the hit on. That'll bring up another 3rd down. You have Henry Parrish in the backfield. Here's KJ, a wobbler that is batted down by Bo Braid. Bo actually had a chance to pick that one off. Though you can't argue with the SWAT on 3rd down. Get the stop on defense, force the punt, and not a great punt from Carolina. They had a chance to really pin us deep, but instead we're going to start at the 20 as Antonio Gibson gaining ahead of steam. It seems like against some of the weaker competition, he makes his money, and Kirk Merritt is gone! 64 yards, Kirko! Bang! What a start to the game for our running back duo here in Carolina. Gibson's doing the heavy lifting, and Kirk Merritt is taking the shine, finishing the drives off. And that time, it was straight line speed that turned Kirk Merritt free. A quick 14-0 lead, and this is kind of what we wanted to do last week against those pesky Indianapolis Colts. Get a quick start and put this team behind the 8 ball. We're close to accomplishing that today. It's going to take some defense, something that we haven't played in a while, to truly make that effort sustained as Braylon Allen gets a first down. Here's KJ, design run away from Donald, away from Jackson, but not getting too much yardage as KJ once again trying to run it, but Jadeveon Clowney not going to let that fly. 3rd down and long in the rain. Now what you want to see as KJ, good pocket. Oh, that's a floater, and it's picked off. There's Jackson, the jack of all trades, has done it again. Devon Jackson padding his league lead in interceptions. Julian Fleming red hot from last week's performance against the Texans, and this rain will not cool him down. He's in for 6 once again. Julian Fleming in a familiar spot, the end zone, and the PAT up and good. It's a quick 21-0 lead in the first quarter for our Rams, but we know from last week's game that a 21-0 lead is not safe by any means. So the game is not won. We got to keep on fighting all 4 quarters, as Aaron Donald was doing a good job fighting, making the open field tackle. Second down. That got away and is picked off. Grant Delpit fielding that overthrow beautifully. And once more, field position on our side to start off at the 34-yard line. Down low, it's Higbee with the grab. RJ Maryland is actually back for today's game, so keep that in mind as Gibson lost the ball. And it's recovered by Carolina. That's a clean fumble on the final play of the first quarter, and the first real mistake for our Rams all day long. We played a flawless first quarter up until the final play of the frame. Demoralizing there, but let's see if our defense can continue to do what they've been doing all game long. Third down and long. The Panthers have struggled. Here's KJ, middle of the field. Got it! And he survives the hit from Brady down to the 43-yard line. Carolina with their first real positive play on offense. Let's see if they can build on that momentum. The rookie Henry Parrish. That is a rookie welcome to the league by Foyce Lucan. And once again, it's third down with Jefferson looking to pass in the flats. He's got his man McLean. A catch and run for a first down and more than that. As Chenault into the game. That's Laviska Chenault with the carry. He gets 8 yards. And Carolina engineering a great drive. But ultimately, they really need a touchdown given how far back they are in this one. KJ Jefferson delivers the goods. Tez Walker in for 6. He beats Jackson on the play. Devon Jackson, I love him, but, you know, he's not going to be that shutdown man coverage specialist for us. He's more of a lurker in the middle of the field, a zone coverage specialist. And we've seen him being in man coverage the past couple of weeks. He got beat by Taylor last week, and this week it's by Tez Walker as Genty, trying to return to earlier magic from that kickoff to start the game. Only gets at a 26-yard line as Cooper Kupp juking, jiving. Look at Cooper. Oh, cold-blooded is Kupp. He gets to the 46-yard line. This is Fleming now as we work both of our superstar receivers into the action. Fleming with that 99 break tackle. And Pete Tyree Jackson's impressive 7-for-7 start. There goes Gibson. 5 fingers to the face. 6 points for the Rams. Antonio Gibson. It looks like he has jukebox out there. We might have not gotten that dev story for him earlier in the season, but he still plays like he has jukebox, and that's good enough for us because Gibson has that rare ability to make any play a home run play. And unlike most people, when you think about when you say that, it's not with straight line speed, it's with that elusiveness as Braylon Allen running inside. We're keeping Braylon in check, and with the backup quarterback, this was going to be our most daunting task defensively, was keeping number 0 in check. So far, so good. We're putting the ball in KJ Jefferson's hands a lot, forcing him to make a lot of decisions. That decision wasn't made quick enough as Jadeveon Clowney gets the sack, and Jadeveon Clowney has really turned up in the second half of this season, especially after the injury to the rookie Ashton Gallot. As look at Tyree Jackson. Careful, buddy. He fumbled in last week's game. Don't want to see a repeat of that mistake. He takes a hit, but he gets the first down as Cooper Kupp awkwardly tossed to the ground. Tyree's perfect game continues. Gibson with another tote. The running game has come on strong today. Tyree Jackson facing pressure. He's forced to roll out the pocket, kill the play, and throw it away for his first incompletion. Now to start a new streak. On third down, Jackson going end zone. Holy cow! Cooper Kupp delivers the mail. 10 does it again. Cooper Kupp doing Cooper Kupp things, and this is now an onslaught. It is now 35-7, and even after the Carolina Panthers put up their 1 touchdown drive, we negate that and override that with an onslaught of scoring in this first half. KJ Jefferson, that is out the region, picked off again. Travius Hodges Tomlinson fielding this overthrow this time, and we have one more chance to score. Is it Fleming? Oh, of course not. That taxes and Julian Fleming getting overthrown. How many touchdowns would the guy had? We had a real quarterback. It's going to be a third down and 1 as Kirk Merritt makes the reception. 14 seconds left in the half. Jackson ball in his hands. Wants Maryland. Oh, Maryland had a chance to catch and score that as well. wasted opportunities on this drive as we go for the field goal. It's not easy, but Chase McLaughlin makes any kick look easy as he continues his perfect 2025 campaign. As we have 7 seconds remaining here, Broom McCoy is going to take the touchback. We are definitely in a position of strength here, up by 31 points, and this is what I talked about last week, right? You want to get a team like this down early, demoralize them, and make them think more about next week's game while we're still at halftime of this week's outing. So we'll see if we can just park the bus, chew clock, and get out of here with our dub. And a very important game for our Rams to not mess around because, look, even if we make playoffs, having just half-hearted efforts offensively or defensively every game, then we're not really ready for the playoffs. We're just making it to get bounced in the first round. So we need to start finding our identity of this year's team, put it all together. Health has been a big reason why we haven't really found that identity. Is Braylon Allen with a great second effort to get the first down. Though as our team is starting to round into form, it's really only Jalen Henderson that we're missing as far as key cogs to the machine. Hopefully we can get what we need, find our strengths, and ride those strengths, something that we've done a really good job of, as we'll have a holding penalty, I believe, bringing this play back. That's unfortunate for the Panthers because offense has been hard to come by, and now instead of getting a first down past midfield, they have 1st and 20 at their own 27-yard line. Almost a drive killer. Braylon Allen trying to say otherwise. Look, 14 for 64 doesn't look great on paper, but considering this is the main focal point of this offense, we're doing a great job and picking off passes. Easy money. This is Kobe Durant this time, and KJ Jefferson is really struggling with his ball placement. There are windows to make these passes that KJ is attempting, but look, like we said in the opening, it's a backup quarterback in rainy conditions. You don't want to expose him to all of these third downs because these overthrows are inevitable. We even saw it with Tyree Jackson. Tyree's not been put under any pressure yet. He refused to score a touchdown before halftime as Antonio Gibson working on a potential 100-yard rushing game. This could do it here. Cutting inside, looking for the block. Never mind. Gibson will do it himself. Down to the 2 to cap the drive off. Gibson walks it in. He throws Gross Matos to the ground. A gross effort by Carolina today. But up for our Los Angeles Rams, this is a dominant outing as we extend the lead late in the third quarter, and that probably was the last drive you're going to see of our offensive starters. We're just going to put the... Oh, wow. That was almost a fair catch at the 1. That was awkward right there. I looked like he might have taken a step before taking that kneel down. But the refs are, I suppose, going to throw some sympathy on as the Carolina Panthers have now turned to their third-string quarterback. McCulley is in the game. They've seen enough of KJ Jefferson, and you can't really blame them after all the mistakes KJ has made in this game. As oh, look, they're running the ball. They're doing our job for us right now, chewing this game out. 3rd down and 4. Option play. Hodges Tomlinson, probably the worst tackler on our team open field, but as long as he does enough to slow the play down to get the rest of our Rams there to clean up the mess, that's okay with us. Here's 4th down. Whoa, no, don't go at Devon Jackson. Jackson's not able to get another interception, but he is able to force the turnover on downs, and I suppose we'll take that as Roschon Johnson makes an appearance. I bet you forgot Roschon Johnson was even on this team. Remember, we traded a 4th-round pick for him and buried him at the bottom of our running back rotation, even below Ashton Genty, who we signed off the practice squad midseason. Though, you know, Roschon was very unimpressive in those couple of games that we tried to start him. We tried to make it work as Brandon Cooks in the open field. Okay. We have Graham Mertz in the game. We have now turned to our own 3rd-string quarterback. I built this as the game of backups. Now we have the game of 3rd-stringers, though. We're doing this voluntarily because we have a big lead. The Panthers did it almost involuntarily because their backup was struggling. Here's a 1st down and goal at the 3. Not able to punch it in is Mike Evans. Let's see if we can get it in with Genty. He spins away from the first hit. A late penalty, and this might be, yeah, holding on us. So a sloppy second half by both teams, a lot of penalties. So now we have 2nd down at the 15-yard line. Yikes. Okay, Graham Mertz, what was that? That's a little bit of what the Panthers have been dealing with all game long with KJ Jefferson. Just a horribly placed ball right there on the Texas route. And Graham Mertz is not making a case to ever elevate himself as QB2 above Tyree Jackson. If Tyree ever gets hurt along with Jalen, then we are pretty much screwed from the little sample size that we got. I don't think we're going to put the ball in Graham's hands for the rest of this game. We're just going to run the ball no matter what. I tried to have a little bit of fun, and there's no fun to be had. You got this man in the game throwing ducks we're up 38 points, right? The last thing we want to do is throw picks. So, I mean, the good news is, like I said earlier, the Carolina Panthers are doing our job for us by chewing clock. They are accepting their fate and just taking a couple of drives before they get home and trying to get some rushing yards, whatever it may be, as you have Sam Adams, not the beard, just the running back, not getting a first down on this third down carry. So, of course, the Carolina Panthers are going to go for it on fourth down. At this point, you'll notice we even took Aaron Donald at the game. That's how much we are just trying to protect our starters, as Carolina with a beauty with the score. I believe that's Tez Walker again. Yes, it is. So Carolina has 2 touchdowns on the day, both of them coming off of Tez Walker receptions, as the PAT is good. So, yeah, I mean, given how much of a concern health is, you really can't blame us for being overly cautious and taking guys out the game. And even here, I'm going to call for a fair catch just because Julian Fleming is on the field on the kick return. I don't want to see him on the field for the rest of this game. So we're going to go to Roshan Johnson. We're going to go to Ashton Genty. We're going to fumble the ball again, and this is unnecessary. We have lost 2 fumbles in this game, and yeah, I don't really know what's up with that, because I'm pretty sure I have conservative on at this point, and we still lost the fumble. I guess the rainy conditions are proven to be a part of it, but not something you want to see, because fumbles have been an ugly side to our team so far this season. Ball security has been an issue, especially remember the Cleveland game that we lost. We had all those lost fumbles in that game, and just throughout the season, you know, Jalen has had a lot of fumbles. He's not been in the lineup to fumble for us, so our running backs, they're going to make up for it by fumbling twice in this game, I suppose, as let's see if we get a Braylon Allen touchdown before we get out of here. Oh, no! No, sir! Boom! Goes the dynamite! Allen is down, and it's Jones with the recovery! Holy cow! Boom! Braid! Boomstick! That will end the game as we take a couple bend to the knees and get out of rainy Carolina with the win. You love to see it playing through the final whistle, never giving up, Bo Braid, and even in these kind of blowouts, we're still going to be stingy defensively and hold these guys out the end zone when we can. Ultimately, we get the grand prize of the victory in today's game. That gets us 9 wins on the season and puts us in a great spot to make the playoffs. After being 3-5 mid-season, this wasn't a certainty, but it's almost a certainty now. We need to win one of our next 2 games to, I believe, clinch a playoff spot, but we're in a pretty good position now. And looking at the schedule next week, we take on a really good Saints team. After that, we take on a maybe not so good 49ers team. Hopefully we could win one of those 2 games. Hopefully it's next week's game to just give ourselves week 18 off, but we are putting ourselves in a great position to get one of the wildcard spots in the NFC. So that'll do it for this video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Subscribe for more Madden 24 gameplays, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.